N'Golo Kanté leaves Chelsea. He has called it quits with Chelsea and his career has ended there, and has decided to go to Saudi Arabia and enjoy some money, as the likes of Karim Benzema also in the mix, and Gundogan expressing his Champions League hunger, that the way they need this trophy is more than how they need the previous two they've already won. That is the Premier League and the FA Cup, and the reason is really self-explanatory as to why they're really so much hungry for that one, because they have never won it. Second finale in a space of like 3 years, and they want to go on and really win it. So welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. Hello Africa, hello Europe, hello Asia, hello South America, and hello North America. I think I'm gonna have to extend my hellos to all the corners of the world. Now, Rokani David is my name, and we are here to really present to you the latest coming in from Chelsea, N'Golo Kanté, Man City, and Karim Benzema. Now, Fabrizio Romano was the first to really let us know that N'Golo Kanté is on the verge of joining Ittihad on a free transfer. Final details are being discussed, then proposal will be accepted. Ittihad directors just arrived in London to link up with PIF Saudi delegation to prepare documents. That is it. 100 million euros per year until 2025. 2 years contract signed. N'Golo Kanté is on the verge of joining Ittihad. His contract is running out on the 30th of June. He is no longer going to be a Chelsea player. He has made his decision to really go and play that side. Trust me, if at all there is a player that is not tempted to go on and really play in Saudi Arabia, especially when he's like 33 years of age, 34, 35, then that player has a lot of God in him. That's why I looked at Zaha, Wilfred Zaha. I'm preparing that story tomorrow, or this morning, when he was approached by Saudi Arabia and was going to be given, is it 100 million euros per year? And he turned down that contract. He still wants to be playing in Europe, and he believes that he still has some other 3 years still playing at the top level. Then he'll find himself in a position of playing for Saudi Arabia, because money has been dished out. As I'm going to let you know, the government of Saudi Arabia wants to make their league popular. That's why you should eat that. They're in for Lionel Messi. Ronaldo is already there. Sergio Ramos, David De Gea is being checked on and approached by teams from Saudi Arabia. So they are looking at players who are really in their early and late 30s, who still have a lot in them that can go ahead and really represent in the Saudi Arabia League. What they want is to raise the level of viewership. You know, I've come from Africa. DSTV, that broadcasts most of the football leagues that we watch, Premier League and so on and so forth, in the sub-Saharan Africa, never used to show the Saudi Arabian League. That's it, on the televisions. But when Ronaldo crossed and went that side, trust me, they started to broadcast it. So that means the more players go that side, the more broadcasting rights, the more broadcasting money is really going to go into Saudi Arabia, and more other things, because they want to develop that culture of football. And why are they doing this? They are plotting a plan to host the World Cup with Egypt, like three Arab countries to host the World Cup. So that's their plan, and they feel like that should be really put into practice. And so they are trying to attract very many football stars to really send out a picture that we are a footballing nation. And I think it's paying off dividends, because every day we are now talking about Saudi Arabia. When did you last see a summer busy like this when you are talking about Saudi Arabia? You know, I think we first talked about Saudi Arabia when Ronaldo really went there. I think it was around January this year, when he was unveiled and so on and so forth. That's when we went ahead to talk about Saudi Arabian League. So N'Golo Kanté is going. We are talking about the Saudi Arabian League. Now, obviously, Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to confirm to us more about N'Golo Kanté, that meeting ongoing in London to get the contract signed for N'Golo Kanté to become new Ittihad player on 100 million euros per season, deal until June 2025. Saudi PIF delegation and Ittihad board are meeting with N'Golo Kanté agents. Here we go, expected soon. So N'Golo Kanté to Ittihad 4 or 5 hours from now. It's going to be a here we go confirmed deal, done and dusted. That's what it's going to be all about in there for you. And N'Golo Kanté has decided to really hang up his boots at Chelsea and obviously go and start putting them on in Saudi Arabia. And I think that's the wise thing N'Golo Kanté has to do for himself, you know, because of the intensity of the league, his work rate, he couldn't really spend a month fit. But I think there is low intensity in the Saudi Arabian league, and he will play some good games, you know. But this time round, ever since September, has he even gone ahead to kick a ball at Chelsea? I think Chelsea are the best beneficiaries. That's it. But where does that leave Chelsea? It leaves a very huge vacuum of central midfielders. Kovacic has left. Zakaria has been pushed back to Juventus. His loan move was not activated. Then N'Golo Kanté has also left. Now they're only left with Enzo Fernandez, Conor Gallagher. Who else do they have in that central defensive midfield? They don't have many. So I think Chelsea should go ahead and really sign any more midfielders. Ugarte to PSG was failed now. They are going in for Moise Caicedo. Let's wait and see what comes out of that. But obviously, N'Golo Kanté is not going to find himself in a position of being bored, because he's going to be joined at the same team, or in the same team with his fellow countrymen, that they speak the same language, they've played for the same national team, and that is Karim Benzema. And Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and confirmed to us that official Karim Benzema joins Ittihad on 2-year deal with option for a further season. Benzema will earn almost 200 million euros per season, net salary, commercial deals included. Jesus, 200 million euros per season. Let me check the net worth of Karim Benzema before he went that side and show you how much this money is really going ahead to really get them there. Karim Benzema, net worth. I want to see his net worth. What is his net worth? The real net worth. I really want to look for his net worth here. All right, so Karim Benzema was worth 80 million euros. Now, if you are to convert euros, let me even put you his photo of how he was holding the shirt of Ittihad. That is Karim Benzema. His net worth before he went to Saudi Arabia was $80 million. Now, I want to convert USD to euros. USD to euros. All right, 80. So his net worth was 75 million euros. Now, after this is the much of this money that's going to have to be given. After 3 years in Saudi Arabia, he'll be worth 500 US dollars. That is Karim Benzema. And you cannot come out and really reject a huge amount of money. And after him being unveiled, he had the following to say as the new player of Ittihad. He said, Ittihad is a new challenge for me. It's a good league and there are many good players. Cristiano Ronaldo is already here. He's a friend who shows that Saudi Arabia is starting to get ahead, and I'm here to win as I did in Europe. That is Karim Benzema. He wants to win, and obviously Ittihad is really one of those teams that are really signing in huge players. He's going to be joined by N'Golo Kanté, obviously his fellow national teammate. That is Karim Benzema for you. And Ronaldo went ahead to call upon the players to join the Saudi Arabian League and they're here doing the needful. And we've gone ahead to get a hint coming in from a certain credible journalist from that side of Asia known as El Mundo. He has told us that Saudi Arabia plans to spend 20 billion euros in order to attract the biggest names to their league in the next 2 years. Now, that's their net spend. 20 billion euros. And a billion euro has 1,000, right? Has 1,000 million euros. So if they distribute like 200, that means they can bring in close to 20, close to 20 or 30 players that are really having huge names in the beautiful game of football. So they are trying to build a football culture in Saudi Arabia, and I think it's going to work out well and obviously get them the visibility that they deserve, because they saw what Qatar really had. And Qatar, having got done and the World Cup is done, they are forcing Ittihad to come in and purchase Man United. Saudi Arabia is owning Newcastle. So it shows you that they're expanding their wings to put themselves in a situation of obviously clearing their image by the way at home, because there's so much complaints coming in from the human rights that atrocities are really being committed in Asia, especially Saudi Arabia and Qatar, that they are not calling in for them to really take their money. Some people call it blood money and so on and so forth, but money remains money. Now, Gundogan has said, what we have done in the last few months is amazing, and obviously we already have 2 titles, but we know that we want this one, the USL, even more than all the other ones before. And that is our target this week. That is Gundogan. Very hungry, like he has never gone ahead to really play in a Champions League finale. Most of the times he's gone ahead to play in the Champions League finale, he has found himself losing. This is going to be his 3rd Champions League final. Remember the first one he played against Bayern Munich. He was still at Borussia Dortmund. That game ended 2-1. It was 1-1, and then Arjen Robben scored the winner, and Bayern Munich lifted the Champions League. Then the other one was in 2021 when they lost to Chelsea by 1-0, and here they come to play Inter Milan in Turkey, and he is really so much vocal onto coming out and obviously going in and winning it. So let's wait and see whether Gundogan is going to go ahead and really help his team to lift the league, as he did help them the previous Sunday to win the FA Cup, as he scored a brace against Man United that put Man City ahead of Man United by 1 goal. Remember, that game ended 2-1 in favor of Man City. So it looks like all the chances are onto the Turkey and German-based player, that is Gundogan. Your thoughts on Kanté leaving Chelsea are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Gundogan Champions League hungry? He's going to have to express his hunger for the Champions League title. And lastly, Karim Benzema joining Ittihad and N'Golo Kanté. What do you make about it? Good morning. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God see you through this. Me out.